Hello, this is Brian. Since I last checked in on my last video, I made it to the summit of Morris Peak. I had finally finished signing the register, so I'm just going to read it off really quickly. My writing is very sloppy. 4/5/19, cool, cloudy, and lovely. Brian Powell from Walker Pass Campground. Much easier than the cross country up the East Canyon of Scodie Mountain yesterday. Oh, this was so much easier. Oh man, this is like walking in the park compared to that. And I see on the inside of this, I'm not going to open it again, I'm too lazy. Tehachapi Mountain Search and Rescue. That's pretty cool. Outdoor Adventures Club. So, this marks another milestone for me. It's my second peak in 2 days, okay. I've been known to do multiple peaks in one outing. I'm not planning on doing that today, to my knowledge. I'm not going all the way to Jenkins today. It's just not in the cards. But, I'm pretty sure it'd be quite a bit simpler than the craziness going to Scodie. The milestone I'm really referring to is that this is my first Sierra Nevada peak of 2019. So I didn't expect to be in Sierra Nevada peaks until probably the summer. I did not expect to hit any Sierra peaks until the summer of this year. My plan originally today was to hike up Pinion Peak in the Scodies. However, I did not want to deal with the cross-country madness again, so I decided against it. That is actually be on the top of this. Now I'm actually on top of the peak. Sorry for the wind, I'm pretty sure it's pretty annoying. But yeah, benchmark is there. Now the clouds are starting to really rip in here. It's just like I figured it would be. Windy and foggy. It's a pretty lovely hike. Not very strenuous. I would definitely consider it a moderate hike, but nothing more than moderate. Because you're on the PCT most of the time, you just have that little tough stretch up that use trail. But, as I said previously, the use trail that I took coming up this was very gradual compared to some of the other use trails I've taken before. I've taken some pretty gnarly use trails that just go straight up the mountain. Like, for example, if you ever hike in the San Gabriels, Los Angeles County, if you ever hike those and ended up just climbing up like Saddle or Pallet Mountain from Burkhart Saddle, those use trails are relentless. You're climbing up, if you're going up to Pallet, 7780 is the elevation of Pallet. You're climbing from 6957, which is Burkhart Saddle. You're likely climbing about a good 800, maybe 820 feet straight up. Not like this where it kind of winds around the ridge, kind of hugs the side of the ridge until this little gap right here. The one up Will Thrall Peak is closer to 900 feet of elevation gain. Again, straight up. So I consider this use trail to be quite luxurious compared to a lot of the other ones I've taken. So it's another proud day. My first Sierra Nevada peak of 2019. Hopefully I'll have a good few more. Like I said, it's hard to make it up here all the time because I live in North Orange County. Live in a small city called Buena Park. It's near Anaheim and Fullerton. It's kind of between them a little bit. So coming up this way, it's a long, long haul. There's a longer haul going towards the Kern Plateau. And when I do that, I usually come up from the Porterville side, the west side of the Sierras. But this was totally worth the effort. I'm glad I decided to follow through and do a peak. I was really tempted to decide to go home one at Scodie, but I need to get at least another one in today. Yeah, this was totally worth it. It's up here due to the low cloud cover, but I can just imagine if it were sunny today, your jaw would drop. I guarantee your jaw would drop. You'd probably have a good line of sight on Jenkins and Owens Peak. You'd probably be able to see the high Sierras. I'm not even 100% sure what direction they'd be from here, but I imagine they'd be off this way. But very cool. It was a very small scramble, very minor scramble to get up here. Very easy, low-end class 2. So once you get to the lip of this, if you want a quick little vista point, head up to your right, otherwise head off to your left. Here you are. Forest Peak, 7,215 feet. Nice day to hike in the mountains. Like I said, you want to come on a sunnier day, but weather up here has got a nice chill in the air. It's probably, I would say maybe around 50 degrees. It's got a wind chill down in the, probably down in the 40s. So, I mean, for me, I'm running pretty cold on as much. But there were a few times where I did come close to slinging on the deck and I brought it. There are some very windy areas here. Beautiful area, beautiful peak. The pinions are generally a little healthier up here. This looks like this would be more the north slope of the mountain. I suppose this would be probably the southwest. So that's why things here are a little healthier. There's more moisture that holds on longer. This is it. I'll have one more segment at the end of the series, but until then, I'm just going to relax up here for a little bit, maybe grab a quick snack, and start taking pictures, because I haven't taken any pictures of the summit yet. So I do log my climbs on websites like peakery.com. That's the one where it allows you to upload as many pictures as you want for each hike, each peak. I've been known to put up as many as 20, sometimes even more pictures for a single hike. I just like to show people, you know, places where you might want to be careful to look for a turn off or directions, and also just for the scenery of the area. Cause, I mean, I love just about any mountain I climb, whether it's actually a small hill, barely 1,000 feet elevation, to 10,000 foot peaks. I love mountains because I love the challenge of getting up there. I've had easy mountains, I've had moderate mountains like this one, and I've had more strenuous mountains like Scodie, Mount San Antonio, or Mount Baldy, if you will, Sugarloaf in the San Bernardinos, and Soretta Peak kind of walked the line between moderate and strenuous, moderately strenuous. But look for the website peakery.com. I have fairly well detailed outlines of my trip for most of them, especially the ones where you have to do some cross country. And my write-ups tend to be pretty long, much longer than most other people's, because I like to be detailed. And generally you'll see a lot of pictures for my hikes. So check me out on peakery.com. If I remember correctly, my name and Powell is run together. I believe, if I remember correctly. And that's about it for me. So I'm going to go back up, just take a few pictures, take a selfie. You know me, I do that on my hikes. You'll see my selfies on my Peakery page. But I just made another memory, another Sierra Nevada climb. So I really highly recommend this one if you want a Sierra peak that is not super strenuous and you have decent use trail. You might have to search around for it a little bit. Like I said, one of the use trails I started off petered out where there were some dead pinyon pines, or I think they were living. There were pinyon pines there, and then I didn't see really any footpath. So if you run into that situation, just turn left and go uphill a little ways, and you should be able to come across a decent use trail if you follow that same path that I did. So just be on the lookout for that. Until the next video, which will be on my descents, I will see you down the way. Morris Peak, 7,250 feet.